My wife blew me a kiss from the passenger seat of another guy's car. I kind of laughed like I was losing my mind, and then the car turned in and parked in my driveway. Not the street, my driveway. I'm standing there with grocery bags digging into my fingers, just frozen. Like my body was outside and my brain was somewhere up in the clouds trying to download what I was seeing. And it wasn't a quick little bye kiss either. It was this slow, confident thing. Like she wasn't even worried I'd see it. Like she wanted me to. The car rolls to a stop, and I'm doing that stupid human thing where you try to explain it away before you even breathe. Like maybe it's Uber, maybe it's her cousin, maybe I'm hallucinating because I forgot to eat today. Then the door opens. She hops out, and she goes, "Hey, you're home early." Like I'm the one who messed up the schedule. The dude behind the wheel, later I found out his name was Derek, gives me this little half wave, like we're cool, like he just dropped off a package. Before I get into it, hit subscribe and drop a comment if you've ever had that moment where your stomach just turns to ice. And tell me, did you confront right away? Or did you do that thing where you pretend you're fine so you can think? Because I did something in between, and it was probably the worst option. I didn't yell. I didn't throw the groceries. I didn't go all dramatic. I just nodded. I swear I said cool out loud, like an NPC. Mia grabs one of the bags from my hand like she's helping and goes, "He works with me. He dropped me off." "Cool," I say again, like a moron. Derek doesn't apologize, doesn't introduce himself, doesn't look guilty. He just sits there for a second, then rolls away like he belongs in the neighborhood. And what messed me up? Yeah, the kiss, obviously. But the real twist was the confidence. The way she did it like she already knew I wouldn't do anything. So I walked inside and didn't confront her. Not because I was being mature. I just, I don't know. Something felt off and I didn't trust my own eyes yet. She starts putting groceries away, humming. Humming, man. Then she opens a drawer and goes, "Where's the purple baking mat?" This sounds dumb, but that thing mattered to her. It was this thick purple silicone mat with a burnt corner because I once tried to broil nachos like an absolute genius. She kept it like a little trophy of my stupidity. It lived in one specific drawer, always. "I don't know," I said. "Did you move it?" She looks at me real quick, then goes, "No, whatever." And she drops it. That's when I felt that itch in the back of my neck, because Mia doesn't drop stuff. If a fork went missing, she'd bring it up 3 days later like a court case. But the mat, gone, and suddenly she didn't care. That was weird. That night she acted normal, like overly normal, laughing at the show, leaning on my shoulder, asking me about work, like she was clocking in. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there staring at the TV, seeing that driveway kiss on loop in my head. I barely slept. Next morning, she leaves early, says she's got a team thing, kisses me on the cheek. Quick, clean, like a stamp, and she's out the door. At work, I couldn't focus. Around lunch, I told my boss I forgot my badge, and I needed to grab it. I didn't forget my badge. I just needed to see something real. So I go home, and I do the thing I never really did before. I went into her car, not to snoop her phone or dig through messages or anything like that. Just her car, the physical world, stuff you can't delete with a thumbs up. There were these little black rubber pellets on the passenger seat, like crumbs from some cheap floor mat. And the car smelled like fake citrus air freshener over something metallic. like a gym trying to pretend it's not a gym. In the back seat, there's a plain brown envelope, no name, just folded shut like somebody handed it to her quick. Inside was a printed parking garage QR receipt, paper, old school, with a timestamp. Entry time, 6:40 p.m. Date, January 14th, and the location said Harborline Rooftop Driving Range. A rooftop driving range, like golf bays on a roof. Not a place you just end up by accident. Not near her office either. Across town by the river, I'm standing there holding this dumb piece of paper, and I can feel my heart beating in my ears. Then I popped the trunk, mostly because my hands were already moving, like I couldn't stop. And under a reusable bag is the purple baking mat. In the trunk. So now I'm just staring at it like, why is your baking mat in your trunk? And why were you at a rooftop driving range at 6:40 p.m.? And why did you kiss a guy in my driveway like it was a flex? I put everything back exactly how it was. Envelope back, receipt back, mat back. I didn't take anything. I don't even know why. I guess I wanted to see how far she'd go if I didn't tip my hand. That night she comes home and immediately goes, long day, and goes straight to the shower. Not her usual. She normally complained first, snacked first, did her little routine. So I'm like, okay, I'll try. I go, casual, how was your team thing? She goes, good, networking. Where'd you guys go? She pauses, like half a second too long, then says, downtown, a place. A place, I repeat. She finally looks at me like I'm annoying. Why are you interrogating me? And there it is, that little flip. Suddenly I'm the problem for asking a normal question. Wait, here's the part where I almost talked myself out of it, because I wanted to. I wanted to be wrong so bad it was embarrassing. I'm literally making excuses in my head like, maybe they do corporate events there. Maybe the mat was for some stupid office thing. Maybe Derek's just one of those overly friendly guys. Maybe I'm overreacting. So the next day after work, I drove to Harborline Rooftop Driving Range. Not to catch her. I told myself I just wanted to see if it was even plausible. And yeah, the place was exactly as ridiculous as it sounds. Elevator up, host stand, neon sign, people in polos trying to look relaxed while taking selfies with drinks. I walk up to the front desk like I'm meeting someone, and I'm not just a guy about to ruin his own life. I go, hey, quick question. Do you guys do corporate events on Thursdays? The guy's like, all the time. Any tonight? He checks a clipboard. We've got a private bay booked for Redwood Solutions. That's Mia's company. My stomach dropped so hard I thought I was going to throw up right there in the lobby. I should have left. I know that. I should have turned around, gone home, and confronted her in private like a normal person. But my feet just kept going. I walk toward the bays and I'm trying to act normal, like I'm just there to hit some balls, like I belong. And then I see her. Mia's there, not with a team. It's Mia, Derek, and one other guy who looked like he'd rather be at the dentist. The third guy was basically a prop, laughing too hard, checking the time, sipping soda like he got dragged along. Mia wasn't dressed like work event Mia either. Hair down, hoop earrings, that fitted jacket she saves for when she wants attention. You know what I mean? Derek standing close. Not coworker close. Close, close. His hand is hovering at her lower back like it lives there. And the purple baking mat, it's on the high top table with cookies on it. Cookies, man. Like some little cute date detail. Like they're playing house in public. Wait, here's the moment that made my brain go quiet. Derek takes a cookie, bites it, leans in, and kisses her like it's normal, like he's done it 100 times. And Mia smiles after, that same smug little smile from my driveway. I don't know what face I made, but Mia looked up and saw me, and it was like someone pulled the plug. Her whole expression just dropped. I walked over, grabbed the baking mat with one hand, and I said, "So this is where it went." Mia blinks like she's buffering. "What are you doing here?" Derek steps forward like he's going to talk. I put my hand up. "Don't. Seriously." My voice was weirdly calm, which honestly made me feel insane. I look at Mia and go, "You kissed him in my driveway." She opens her mouth, closes it, tries again. "This isn't—" "Don't," I said. "Just don't." I pull the parking garage QR receipt out of my pocket and set it on the table. "Entry at 6:40 p.m., I go. "January 14th. So, yeah, networking." Her face goes pale. Derek's jaw tightens. He looks annoyed, not guilty. Annoyed like I'm ruining his night. The third guy basically evaporates. He mumbles something and walks away so fast it was almost impressive. Mia grabs my arm. "Can we please talk at home?" And that's when it clicked for me. She didn't want to talk at home to protect me. She wanted to talk at home so nobody saw her. I pulled my arm back. "No," I said. "Tell me what this is." She stares at the table and goes, quiet, "It's been a little while." "How long?" I asked. She didn't answer. That silence answered. Wait, here's the line that ended it for real. She looks up at me and goes, "You've been distant." Like that was the headline. Like that was the reason. Like I deserved it. I nodded slowly. "Okay," I said. "Cool." I folded the baking mat like it was some stupid flag and I walked out. In the elevator down, I finally felt it. That full body hum, rage, grief, embarrassment, all of it stacked together. I just stared at myself in the mirror like, who are you right now? When I got home, I didn't do the whole dramatic suitcase thing. I grabbed a duffel and started throwing stuff in it. Shirts, jeans, whatever my hands hit first. Like I was evacuating. Mia came in later. Quiet. Too quiet. She stands in the doorway and goes, "Where are you going?" I zipped the bag and said, "Somewhere I'm not the joke." She started crying then. Real crying. "Please don't do this." And for like 1 second, my chest tightened because, yeah, 8 years doesn't just shut off. Then I saw her smiling in my driveway again, like it was nothing. I walked past her and said, "Tell Derek to park somewhere else." I stayed at a buddy's place for a week. I didn't blast her online. I didn't do revenge. I just let the silence sit there and grow teeth. She texted me a bunch, mostly "Can we talk?" and "I didn't mean to hurt you," and that kind of stuff. Nothing that made it better, nothing that made it real. The only thing I sent back was, "Do not come to my driveway again." I went back one day when she was at work and grabbed my important stuff. Documents, a couple sentimental things. And yeah, I took the purple baking mat too. Petty? Probably. But I wasn't leaving it there like it belonged to their little rooftop cookie thing. It didn't feel heroic. It didn't feel clean. It felt like dragging myself through mud. The divorce wasn't some movie ending. It was paperwork and awkward conversations and people acting weird. Friends picking side without saying they pick sides. But the real ending trigger, the thing that snapped the last thread, was that confidence. Not the kiss, not the receipt, the confidence. The way she did it like I'd just take it. So I didn't. And if you're sitting there thinking you'd handle it better or worse, man, your brain does weird stuff when your life tilts sideways. Don't beat yourself up for how you survived the moment. Drop a comment if you've ever had a driveway moment, or if you're seeing weird little signs and you don't know what to do with them yet. I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling you how it went down, because I still can't believe it started with a kiss and ended with a baking